Hey everyone, welcome. Today we're going to jump in the car for a really epic family adventure. We're diving into the story Road Trip, and trust me, you'll be amazed at how much fun you can pack into one journey. So, let's get this show on the road.
You know, every great adventure starts with a single moment, and for this family, it all kicks off with two simple, super exciting words from Dad. Road trip. That's it. That one little phrase sets everything in motion. You can just feel the energy, can't you? All right, so the adventure begins. Let's see how this family gets their epic journey started. And let me tell you, it all starts very, very early in the morning.
Yeah, they are not messing around. The alarm clock says 5:30 a.m. I mean, wow, that is so early for an 8-year-old. But it seems like the excitement is just too much to contain. Even the dog, Dambo, hears that magic whisper of road trip and jumps right up. They are so ready to go.
Okay, so after a bit of driving, they make their first big stop. And they're not just stretching their legs, they're leaving the car behind and heading straight for the coast for something pretty special.
So our narrator, she's not just at the beach to build sandcastles. Nope, she tells us she's been surfing since she was only 4 years old. I mean, she's practically a pro. But turns out she's not the only one in the family who loves to catch a wave. And this, right here, might just be the coolest part of the whole story. Get this, Debo is a surf dog. He rides right on the end of Mom's board. How awesome is that? A whole family that surfs together, and their dog does too.
So after 3 solid hours out on the water, you can imagine they were starving. And what's for lunch? 6 fish tacos, just for the narrator. Now that sounds like the perfect meal after a morning of surfing. What a way to kick off the trip, right?
But the adventure doesn't stop at the beach. Oh no. The family packs up and heads inland. They're trading the sounds of the ocean for the quiet of a massive forest. Their next stop is Big Basin Redwoods.
And the sense of scale here is just mind-blowing. The sequoia trees were so incredibly tall, you can just picture them all craning their necks trying to see the tops. And they dive right in with a 4-hour hike through this amazing place.
Now, to make their hike even more fun, a park ranger gave them this cool little tool, a checklist. It was to help them spot all the different kinds of plants and animals hiding out in the forest. It basically turned their walk into a real-life scavenger hunt.
And just so we're all on the same page, a checklist is pretty simple. It's just a list of items to help you find or remember things. In this case, though, it was the key to turning their hike into a super interactive game.
After that long day of hiking, it was finally time to set up camp for the night. They built a big fire, cooked up a bunch of hot dogs, and of course, made sure the fire was completely out before bed. The narrator says she felt so safe camping out there in that forest of giants. It just sounds completely magical. The next day, it's time to move on again. So the family leaves the wilderness behind and heads for the busy streets of their next big destination, the city of San Francisco.
But whoa, the weather takes a totally dramatic turn. It's a huge change from the sunny beach and the quiet forest. San Francisco greets them with a thick blanket of fog and a stormy sky. A completely different kind of adventure is about to begin.
So, after all these completely different experiences, from sun to rain, from the ocean to the city, the road trip starts to wind down. It's time to head for home, but you just know they're bringing some incredible memories with them.
And really, this is what it's all about, isn't it? Our narrator looks back on the whole journey, and she just says it perfectly. I had so much fun in every place we visited, and I learned a lot too. I mean, that's the sign of a truly great trip right there.
The story doesn't really end with a goodbye. It ends with pure excitement for whatever's next. The adventure was so good that she's already dreaming about the next one. And that feeling, that anticipation, that's just the perfect way to wrap it all up.
And that kind of leaves us with one last thing to think about. After hearing about this family surfing with their dog, hiking among giant trees, and exploring a foggy city, it really makes you wonder. If you could go anywhere and do anything, what would be on your perfect road trip?